What's up, Bernie Steven here? Welcome back to yet another reaction. Today we are hopping into Gilmore Girls episode number 3 of season number 2, Red Light on the Wedding Night. Hopefully it's a great episode. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the series. If you have, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Head over to Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited reaction episodes extra early over there. If you want them, if you don't want them, totally cool episodes here whenever they show up. Yeah, we're hopping in here. Hopefully it's a great episode. Last episode was, I think I gave it a pretty solid. I feel like I liked last episode more than the premiere. I can't remember though. I'm pretty sure I did though. Because it was like the whole stuff with Luke and the stuff with the mom, which was kind of interesting to see Emily kind of let that part out. And then at the end, Lorelai kind of coming in, trying to make amends. And then some of you guys were in the comment section saying that the mom was still in the wrong, and it was an interesting episode. I liked it a lot. I'm not sure what we're gonna get here. I'm guessing Max and Lorelai will get into it. I mean, red light on wedding night doesn't sound like it's gonna be a good thing happening. It's a red light. But yeah, we're gonna hop in here, have a good time. Like, comment, subscribe. Here we go.
If you insist.
I do. After all,
Why is it happening so soon?
Well, it ain't Guy Fawkes Day.
Best case scenario, they've been engaged for a month.
I'll just go and see if there's anything else in the back.
Thanks. It was really great. I'm glad he's back.
And he's on board with the whole smallish wedding
Oh,
thing?
it's
Yeah,
been
we
two.
want
It's been
fun,
2
we want
months, right?
simple, we want
Invitations for you.
We just
Amazing on
jumped
my
2
computer.
months. So he already left and came back. Wasn't that? Didn't he mention 2 months? I thought we were gonna kind of see her and Luke get closer together in those 2 months, and like her have doubts. But now I don't know what's gonna happen.
Going or going to?
I'd add
Oh,
Going to.
also we're living.
Smarter.
well, I am a
So he's
teacher.
living in this. He's living in
Stay longer.
I can't.
the house.
Take me upstairs and see if you can get me into Mensa. Sleep over. I mean, it's gonna be your place too soon enough. Look at it like a trial run.
Literally in 2 weeks.
It'll be fun.
You think you're ready for me?
I'm always ready for
What do you
you.
mean? These are
Full
questions
time?
we should have been asking before we got engaged and about to get married.
He and my mom wanted to go on a double date.
But tomorrow's our
Yeah.
anniversary.
No, it's not. It's on the 24th.
No, that was our old anniversary. We broke up and got back together on the 6th.
Holy cow.
So using the 24th wouldn't be an accurate count of how long we've been together.
Did you know we had that?
Not a clue.
What is
Come
that?
on.
Hey, it's on fire.
It's the broiler.
Wow.
What fallout shelter have you guys been living in?
He has much knowledge.
We shall form a cult around him.
Build a statue many stories high.
We shall grow our hair long and stop bathing.
Please don't do any of that.
Are we eating at the table?
Wherever you want.
TV?
I'll get a tape.
Can I at least grab some dishes? Come up, it's time.
You guys talk throughout the whole movie, then when
Yeah,
I say
that's-
something, you shush me.
That's because you're talking through parts we talked through last time, so we haven't seen those parts in a while.
Ah, well, now it's clear.
This is weird.
A little bit. What are you doing?
Hey.
What is it?
Oh, nothing. What you doing?
Taking back Poland.
Oh, good luck with that. You know, you can't walk around in the buff anymore.
I don't remember ever walking around in the buff.
I know one time you did.
You'll get used to it, having Max there.
I know. You're right. I will. I will get used to it.
Will she? How's Max gonna feel about this? He's gonna wake up and you're. It's not.
Hey there. Max, buddy. Top of the morning to you. You look good today. Brown's your color, my friend. Thanks.
So?
I got 2 out of 3.
Bring him twice.
And you? I'm gonna need a minute.
Oh, well, then hold off.
Same here.
I might run out of the pancakes.
Go ahead, order. I'll just be a minute.
No, that's okay. We'll wait.
I'm almost out and I can't make more.
Set some aside.
It's first come, first served.
We'll take our chances.
Yes, we'll wait.
Okay.
Whatever.
How could they possibly eat more?
Kind of surprised.
I know, they're bottomless pits.
I mean at you. You've known them long enough not to be so confused.
I'm not confused.
He doesn't know.
I'm just. What do you mean?
Their eating habits are just the start of what you're gonna have to get used to. Oh, and hey, does Lorelai know what kind of ice cream you like?
Yeah, chocolate chip, but I already told her
Hey,
that.
chocolate chip.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Wow.
Thought you were full, but they got it for you anyway.
Past 11, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, don't be that guy. You don't get to be that guy yet.
Well, I just thought I should know what the procedure is when stuff like this comes up.
Stuff like what?
Say you're not here, I come home, there's Rory and Dean in the dark all alone after 11. I mean, how do I handle stuff like that?
Oh, Max.
Okay, well, what do I do if Rory comes home drunk?
Come on.
Well, it happens.
Not to
Not to
Rory.
Rory.
I know, but theoretically, just in a make-believe world, if she did, what would I do?
Nothing.
Excuse me?
No, you would do nothing. I would handle it. No, not nothing ever.
What then?
Well, making the garlic bread the other night was really good.
So other than making the garlic bread and answering the phone, what else is my role around here? Getting married, Lorelai?
I know.
Well, that means we're taking two separate lives and melding them together. I mean, how do you think that's going to work?
I don't know.
Well, have you given it any thought at all?
Not really. No, but I mean, but I will. But I'll start now.
Getting
How would
married in
you
2
feel
weeks.
If I told you I haven't thought about our future at all?
Terrible. I would feel terrible. I'm sorry.
Walk, step into the street, and proceed to the other side.
It's written for morons.
In big stupid letters, too.
Being infantilized. Does no one here care about the spate of near accidents we have suffered over the past year?
Near accidents, meaning they didn't happen.
Just because they didn't happen doesn't mean that we shouldn't ward against them.
There's lots of things that don't happen that we don't ward against.
No one asked you.
Believe me, eloping was not out of the question.
But you don't get a wedding over with.
Why not? It's a bureaucratic civil ceremony, a pretty pointless one.
Ah, don't listen to him.
He's just being Luke.
It's not biologically natural for people to mate for life. Animals don't mate for life. Well,
Jesus.
ducks do, but who the hell cares what ducks do? I mean, people grow and evolve their whole lives. The chances that you're going to grow and evolve at the same rate as someone else is too slim to take. The minute you say, I do, you're sticking yourself in a tiny little box for the rest of your life.
Oh my God.
What in Lucifer's reach is my mother doing here?
Oh, I invited her.
You what?
Just a little surprise for you. I thought it would be a cake.
That's funny. Oh, she's gonna get mad that Rory's
Sir,
here.
You look just like my mother.
Hi, Grandma. Come here often?
I should say not. How did you get?
This is gonna be a romantic story.
My stomach was not my friend. It was full of butterflies. I couldn't eat a bite the whole week.
Aw.
I was actually weak in the knees, trembling all the time. Can you imagine?
Really?
When I wasn't actually with Richard, I was thinking about him constantly. Imagining what he was doing. Was he thinking about me? Making up little scenarios.
Look
in
at
my
Emily
head
with her
about how
nice
we
little
would run
story.
into each other accidentally at the club, and he would be playing golf, and I would walk by, and he would be so distracted that he completely missed the ball. Silly.
Sweet.
I was in love.
It is wonderful to be in love.
But the thing I remember
Uh-oh.
most.
Uh-oh.
was that
She
the
doesn't feel
entire
any of
week
this.
before my-
Trixie from the other night.
Why are you calling your ex?
LORELAI?
Oh, you got me. What you doing?
I'm just hanging out. What are you doing?
I'm at a bachelorette party.
Oh, cool. Whose?
Mine.
Yours. Wow.
I know, I'm still kind of wow about it
Oh,
myself.
I don't like this
Well,
at
who's the lucky
all.
guy?
Oh, you don't know him? His name is Max.
Right. Mac.
He's a great guy.
It annoys me that
I'm
she
sure he is.
feels that
I was
she
just
has to
kidding
do this. Like that she's thinking
I'll talk
about
to you later.
him. Like I really don't
Hey,
like
can you put
Christopher.
Trixie back on the phone?
Bye.
I know a lot of you guys thought I was too harsh in that episode, but man, it's not.
Hey. Hey. Michelle leave?
Nope. He said he had to shake his thing.
Nah. Hey, Michelle, go. Aw. He's uncomfortable now.
Vacation.
You want? I'll just bring the printer by later.
Yeah, bring it tomorrow.
I'll bring it tomorrow.
Okay. I'll have the keys.
Why would I'm so like I'm not confused. I don't know what I am. Like
School's already starting.
Ugh, I used to hate school
jeez,
starting.
what a weird
once
choice for her
The
to
pages back in a calendar my mom kept in
The
the
things
kitchen
she's
and tried
doing
to
this
convince her
episode
it
are
was
very
June
weird.
and not September. To chicken.
At your bachelorette party?
Oh, seemed as good a time as any.
To catch up on calls?
Yeah, pretty much.
Seems like a weird time.
very weird.
Did he call just to think on me?
No, he wanted to see what's up with you. He thought it was weird too.
Heaven forbid I ever use the phone again. What is that?
It's a hoopah.
A what?
A hoopah. You stand under it, you and Max. It's for your wedding.
Holy
Did you make
shit.
that?
Yeah, I had some time, so here, give me a hand.
No one has ever made me a hoopa before.
Well, you only get married once, theoretically.
Yeah, you only get married once.
Pack. What? Pack.
What are you doing?
We are hitting the road.
What?
Pack everything. Traveling light is for girls.
What's going on here? Why are we hitting the road?
We haven't taken a road trip in forever, and the weather is perfect.
Oh, what's
We
happening here?
can't take a road trip. You're getting married this weekend. Why?
You're broken.
Because I didn't want to try on my wedding dress every night.
Where are we going?
We
I
don't
don't.
have to.
Hot, cold, rocky, sandy, mountain, valley?
I get
I
what
don't
she's
really
doing.
have a
I
particular
don't.
spot.
Packing for all contingencies. Got it.
I don't know.
Light layers.
This is unhealthy.
Yeah.
Light layers.
And you're teaching
Do you need
Rory
a
to be
book?
unhealthy.
That Colette biography.
All right. Well, that was episode number 3 of season number 2. All right. That was an interesting episode. First off, I'll say they got engaged in episode 1. We jumped 2 months. And in episode 3, we were supposed to get married. Why? Why would the writers do that? That seems so weird. A weird choice to do a time jump. It almost feels like we want to get Max out of the show. I don't know what to give this episode. I don't like that she called Christopher. I actually really hate that. I wish she would have called Luke. It would have been better. She called Christopher. Like, you guys know I don't like Christopher. I think he's he's a good character for the show. I don't like the way people act around him. You guys have tried to explain all that stuff and everything, but I just don't agree with a lot of what you guys said. Lorelai is broken though. Like I kept saying, like she's a broken. When it comes to love, she's broken. She's very broken, and she's teaching Rory to be broken. And they kind of both encourage their brokenness. Like with the thing when Dean was sitting down and talking with Max, that stuff. I don't know. I think I took things differently than you guys are probably gonna take it this episode. Everything Lorelai was doing, it fit her character, but I didn't like the choice at all. I don't know. We'll break it down the best we can, but I'm very conflicted here. Like even from the beginning, like we're essentially robbing from this old lady, trying these little cake things, and like this is how I feel. This is the first episode where I've actually thought Rory and Lorelai aren't good for one another. They're not good. They're both so the same that they don't. I don't know. I think that's neither one of them is opposite enough to stop them from acting the way that they're acting. This is the first episode I've ever felt that way. So we'll go from there. So we're doing all the wedding stuff. Max is spending the night on a double date. Max is cooking. The girls are weird. Like, I really don't like that they were gonna get married now. It didn't make any sense. The time jump is weird. It honestly felt rushed. I don't know. We're doing the whole talking during the movie, which he's never even witnessed. He's also, when the whole thing about spending the night, and his response is like, "Oh, are you ready for me?" What a weird response. We're about to get married in 2 weeks. What a weird response. I don't understand how you don't do like the prolonged weird engagements, not the 3-month engagement. 2 of the months you aren't even here. Her not wanting to be in bed with him, her overthinking it, the conversations, getting the traffic light, Luke coming in. I like the Luke comedy stuff here. Yeah, this conversation here though, interesting. Like the way that they acted, the way that Dean tried to tell Max about everything that makes them who they are. And Max doesn't even know. Their engagement felt so weird. they didn't do anything with it. It's a weird TV choice, which makes me want to give the episode like a 7. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm conflicted here. Everything he was saying about, like, he was asking legitimate questions, and he was asking, like, she wasn't taking it serious. And we have the whole thing, traffic light, the bachelorette party, Luke being negative like he is at the bachelorette party. The brother got hurt. Go to a drag bar, drag queen. I don't know what you call this kind of bar. Emily shares her story of love, which is awesome, which I actually thought was really, really cute and adorable. And all the girls call their loved ones except for her, who calls Christopher. This show hasn't built up Christopher enough for me to like this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm curious how people were going to feel, because I don't like Christopher. This show hasn't done a good job of Christopher. You guys have said, oh, well, yeah, but it was Lorelai's choice to not be with Christopher. That doesn't matter. He's not effing around. He's not around. That's a problem for me. That's a big problem for me. Like, the dude's never around. We barely see him alluded to in the show. We barely hear any of them talk about him. It's not good. I wish she would have just called Luke. It would have been better. I guess they were hungover. He goes to the house. He still doesn't have the key. This is such a weird thing. Like, they're rushing. Why were they rushing? Why'd they have to rush it? He yells at her because, you know, think about somebody other than yourself. And that line there is how I feel about her right now. That's how I feel. Like, I've never felt that way about her. Like, I look at Lorelai as super selfish now. That's weird, right? Like, I see her as selfish, and I see Rory as encouraging her selfishness. Get the Luke stuff, which is cute and adorable. Happening.
Okay, then.
Oh yeah, she mentions the whole stuff about the dad. Are you happy? She says, happy. It's all a lie. Get the nice little conversation here with these two, and then it jumped weird. There's some weird editing choices also. So did her and Max break up? I don't know. We didn't see that. We jump to her automatically moving or leaving, and then we get the traffic light. And this whole conversation where instead of Rory trying to calm her down and try to calm down the crazy, he encourages the crazy. Like, not encourages, but accepts it and moves right along. I don't know. That's my reaction. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, Patreon for the full reaction, uncut, unedited, episodes extra early. But I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll talk to you guys later.